Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's day 44 and look how everyone's happy after yesterday's feast. So you know what? I'm gonna have a doctor cook more. You can finish that one and then probably do the mission one. And you're in the refinery. You're in the minerals. Okay, guard, you take over metals. Let's increase upkeep in the greenhouse so that botanist has something to do. Where is botanist? There you go. And
How you doing?
I'm gonna get some organics. Research complete. What are you gonna do next? Do this one. Or do this one. Okay, I'm gonna spend some resources. Oh. Maintenance, please. I'm gonna make more personal cabins. Have 5. 6. I'm gonna need 7th one eventually, but not yet. So this is all good. And
there's
Another
nothing more to do
lovely
here.
day.
Should I move there?
Brain
Sure.
mutation. Nice to know there's a solution coming.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
minerals. Sure. Then I'll do organics. I have a phone call. Build storage. I'll put it here for now.
Hello?
Jan, Maxwell here.
It's good to hear you. Things are getting more and more tense in here.
Yeah, I know. Lucas told me everything. I set to work at once analyzing the data you sent. I won't lie to you. This condition you discovered is something never seen before. I can confirm what you probably already suspect. It is highly probable that it is induced by accelerated brain tissue development which your alters have undergone. I am very sorry this has happened, but nobody could have predicted it. As I've said before, you're a pioneer, Jan. Unexpected setbacks come with the job.
Being a builder is my job.
It's the job you signed up for. But it's not who you are anymore, is it? Not just who you are. You've crossed the threshold, and now, I suppose, well, you have to face the trial.
Tell me. I'm ready.
Your heart's in it. That's good. But you'll also need an open mind, because the solution I would like to propose may be a little unsettling.
What would I have to do?
Prepare a treatment based on biological material from a healthy donor.
Donor of what exactly?
Brain cells.
Great. I volunteer.
That's generous of you, but you can't donate brain tissue.
What? Why not? I'm the only one who's not affected.
Because it would kill you. It's not blood samples we're talking about, but a significant amount of brain tissue from the cortex.
So, how did you want me to get it?
There is only one solution. You have Rapidium, Jan. You have the womb. All you need to do is create a copy of your body, but without applying the branching procedure. By leaving its mind records blank, you will create a being with no awareness, no feelings, no thoughts. A biological vessel, if you will. A tabula rasa.
That doesn't sound very nice. But I guess it could work.
It has to work. Just follow the instructions I send you, and you can cure your alters with healthy brain tissue very effectively.
Wait, but if Rapidium-induced growth causes this, won't he get sick as well?
It shouldn't. Not if it stays fully sedated. You see, the mutation occurs in the part of the brain responsible for cognitive functions, thinking, learning, remembering. So as long as the vessel's cortex stays inactive, it will remain aglate, and its brain tissue will be safe to use.
So, tabula rasa is doomed to die.
Oh, I see what worries you. The possible existence of the human factor some people call the soul. Personally, I prefer the word used by Avicenna, essence. You see, Avicenna made a distinction between essence and existence, which he thought was the domain of the accidental, or, as you would put it, the choices that shape us. Essence, on the other hand, is that core of a being which endures, regardless of any circumstances. For Avicenna, essence proved that there was a God who created us. For me, it's a whole new field of study. Just think about it. What if we looked at this essence just like we look at any other aspect of a human being? Its body, mind, emotions, something that can be scientifically observed, trained, even enhanced. Isn't that exactly what you are doing with your alters, Jan?
Is that what you want me to do with them? Train them? Enhance them?
Of course not. I was only trying to show you how deeply rooted we are in sentimental superstitions our culture imposes on us. All I'm suggesting is that you look at this empty altar's essence in the same way a sculptor looks at a stone that is too brittle to carve in. There's no logical reason to fear dismissing it. Lucas and I went back to our old research to recreate a piece of code we once discarded. One that allowed for a much more flexible approach to erasing human memories. It can serve you to increase the capabilities of the quantum computer and create a tabula rasa version of yourself.
Upgrade the quantum computer? With the use of your banned research, but what about Ally Corp? What about the consequences for me when they find out about all the rules I've broken? A simple builder? I mean, creating my alters is one thing, but this... I could get accused of much bigger violations.
Can I trust you, Jan?
Yes, of course you can.
Good. Ally Corp doesn't have to know anything. Whatever happens from now on can stay strictly between you and me. I told you that I'd do anything to protect your mission, and I wasn't joking. Follow my instructions, and I'll take care of everything else.
Ally Corp has a big medical department. My ex-wife works there. Are you sure we shouldn't turn to them for help instead of harvesting this biological vessel against the law?
Yes, I'm sure. I told you before, it's better for you and your alters if your wife and her employers stay out of this. You didn't listen then. I hope you'll listen now. It's the only safe way for you. We can do this. Are you with me?
This is all very confusing. I need to think it through before I make any decisions.
Of course. I'm sure you'll come to the right conclusion. You're a smart man, Yandolski. Let me just make one thing clear. My goal isn't to undermine Ally Corp's operations. It's not resentment that drives me. Yes, my career was broken because of their short-sightedness, but I'm not seeking revenge. I just believe that I have a much deeper understanding of the full potential of your mission and the means to execute this potential. All they could ever do is take the Rapidium you've found and use it to boost the prices of their shares. I mean, sure, maybe a few hungry people would benefit as a side effect, but it would all be temporary, insignificant, an opportunity lost. So, no, I'm not against them. But I know that by withholding some information from them, we can achieve so much more. And just think about it, Jan. Think about how much everything you're going through is really worth. Because to the corporation, you are just an instrument. To me, you are a gift.
Hey there. I talked to Maxwell. It looks like he came up with a cure for your condition. Really? Are you telling me there's hope? Yeah, it's some kind of sophisticated treatment based on healthy brain tissue. Maxwell sent us a formula. Oh, that's ambitious. What do you need me to do? Well, I'll need you to reprogram our quantum computer according to some old piece of code from Maxwell's experiments. He claims it's gonna let us create an awareness-free alter. Awareness-free? The plan is to create a biological vessel from my DNA and extract lots of healthy brain tissue from it. A biological vessel to produce a healthy mutation-free brain. That makes sense. So, you're okay with it? It sounds like a promising idea. Why would I not be okay with it? Because it's cruel? Science is cruel. Survival is cruel. But it's not just about our survival, right? The whole mission is at stake, Jan. That's what Maxwell said. Don't you find it odd that he's so reluctant to consult Ally Corp Medical about our problem? It is slightly unsettling, I admit. Are you thinking of talking to them behind his back? I don't know. Maybe I should talk to Lena again. Look, this situation is starting to be a little too emotionally problematic for me. She's your ex, not mine. You decide whether you want to take the risk. Just remember, Maxwell gave us a viable option. Shouldn't we just proceed instead of complicating things? I'm not comfortable with Maxwell's option. Okay then, do as you wish. Call Lena. She's good at what she does, that's for sure. But in the meantime, let me start researching this new QC functionality so as not to waste time in case it turns out Lena can't help us. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. We can do this.
New task.
Lena, can you hear me?
I'm here. Did you get to your rendezvous point?
Not yet. I'm experiencing unforeseen circumstances. Again.
What's the problem?
There's something I haven't told you about this mission.
Okay.
Something I had to do. I was instructed to do, but in the end, it was kind of my decision to follow through. But I really had no choice.
What did you do, Jan?
Well, I created a copy of myself.
I'm sorry, but this is just not funny to me. I'm beginning to worry you've completely lost it. Calling me like this in the middle of the night and making up nonsense?
No, Lena, it's true. I know it sounds fucked up, but listen. I have Rapidium and I have a womb, this module. Just think about it. I can make copies of myself. My alters.
Alters? Jan?
Yeah. Because I use the quantum computer to alter their life paths, So, yeah, I know this is crazy, but you gotta believe me, they are different versions of me with different choices they made in life. There's even one who thinks he never divorced you. I mean, how crazy is that? He's such a pain in the ass. You'd hate him. Lena, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you believe me?
I don't know.
Are you crying?
Just tell me what the fuck you want from me.
They've got some kind of medical condition, my alters. A brain mutation of some kind. It could be from being forced to grow so quickly, because I'm the only one who doesn't have it. They're dying. Eventually, they're gonna die, and I won't make it without them, Lena. So, if you want to help me, please look into their MRI scans and tell me if you think there's anything that could be done.
Do you think Rapidium-induced growth could be responsible?
I don't know. My scientist alter said... never mind.
Just tell me one thing. Does Maxwell know about these alters?
He was the one who instructed me to create them.
If it's true, you know I have to report it to the board.
Then you'll get me into deep shit, Lena. Is that what you want?
It's gonna backfire and you know it.
Look, will you help me or not?
Okay. Send me those scans, but I can't promise anything.
Thank you. Can I trust you to keep quiet about it? They're gonna find out anyway. Maxwell just needs time to figure out how to protect them. Corporate games. You hate that shit too.
I don't want to hear another word about Maxwell. That guy's gonna have to explain a lot when you get back.
But you won't tell anybody now?
No, but that doesn't mean I'm okay with it.
I get it. I appreciate it.
Jan, what happens if I can't help you when they die? Will you be able to make it on your own?
They can't die.
In that case, I'll do my best not to fail you. I just hope it's not too late.
Thank you. Bye. Jan, can we talk?
Sure thing.
Looks like you have something to say to me. Please, tell me it's not true. Are we seriously going to farm a human being like it's a plant? No, you're right. It's unthinkable. I talked to Lena and she promised to try and help. Good. That's the way to go.
I would watch a movie, but it's kinda late, so let's sleep. And now everybody wants to talk. Let's do it.
So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you. Yes, I've heard, and I have a very strong opinion about it. Just because some things are possible from a medical standpoint doesn't mean they should be done. Agreed. We have to look for another way. Yeah, you've got my full support on that. So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you. Look at us. No problem we can't solve, right? Amazing what modern science can do nowadays, man. Extracting brain tissue, I mean, that's awesome. And a bit gross, but what can you do? You know what Jan gave me? Our first photo with Lena. The class photo. Oh, I remember that. The moron who took it tried to convince me to write his thesis for him. As if I could ever stoop so low. Right. I'm really glad I got it. Hi there.
Doctor, you're gonna go back to the kitchen because you're awesome and you keep everyone happy. Technician, minerals, organics, botanist? No. Technician will stay for the maintenance. Minerals, botanist.
I know it's a bit lame, but it was real nice that he gave me my lava lamp. Lame? Now, why would you say that? So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you. Yeah, I heard you managed to find a way. You must feel... But no, you tell me. How do you feel about it? I feel... relief that you guys won't have to die. Yeah, it is a relief. I guess it would be quite a problem if you were left all alone again. No, I didn't mean it like that, as a problem. More like a loss. Oh, really? That's very touching. You've grown attached. A little bit of cleaning makes all the difference. So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you. Yeah, I heard. And I want you to know I don't like it. It would be like being fed my own brother's brain. What if I told you I'm looking for another way? Yeah, whatever. I'm starting to think it's not the solution that's the problem. It's the fact you put us in this situation in the first place.
After this, you're gonna research QC hacking. And I'm gonna go get organics.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Rapidium. You know what? Sure. Because I'm gonna build an arc.
Hi, Lucas.
Jan, good to hear you. What's up?
Calling because I've collected some more Rapidium. Thought you'd like to know.
Oh, man, that's so great.
Yeah. You can be pretty convincing, you know?
Really? I don't hear that often. My work can be kind of lonely.
Tell me about it. It's good to talk with someone other than myself.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking. Remember how last time I was telling you about how Maxwell got me into all this?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. You said he was going through a tough time himself. What's the story behind that?
Well, I don't know it firsthand, but I heard that years back he was a completely different person. Happily married, house in the suburbs, with a steady academic job that had nothing to do with big tech or politics.
So, human after all.
Then it all just crumbled. One night his life suddenly got upturned, and then it was just a spiral of events. Things started toppling down like dominoes. His work, reputation. Eventually his wife left him.
What happened?
His friend died in a car crash. Horrible accident, drunk driving.
Really? Well, that's sad, but how did losing a friend have such consequences?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I want to, if I should go into the details. They're very personal to him, but also maybe another time when we can talk longer. Bottom line for me is, if it weren't for that horrible accident and Maxwell's loss, I would probably have had a much more miserable life. It's so strange to think how relative life can be. Sometimes it just blows my mind, you know?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, no use getting all philosophical, huh? Anyway, well done with the arcs. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Hey, who knows? Maybe I can secure even more Rapidium.
All right, I like the spirit. But let's see what you can do. Every amount makes a difference.
I'll do my best.
Thanks, man. And good luck. L7 out.
come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
Towers are complete. 160 metals, 160 minerals.
So, have you finished your calculations? Do you know how we can get the gravity field back to normal? Yes, the design is ready. Our counterforce will have to come from several sources. 2 neutralizing towers, 1 per each side of the canyon to cover the whole affected area. It will be an effort to build them, but if operated correctly, they should do the trick and give us safe passage through. What do you mean by operated correctly? Good question. Well, there is a little catch to the whole situation. Once you set up the towers, they will need to be operated simultaneously. So, we'll need to send 4 people up there at the same time. Oh. Yeah. Better shape up your crew if we're gonna do this.
What's next? Refinery. Let's turn these into metals. And who's gonna do it? Technician can do it. While I go and get organics.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Sure.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Sure. Well, in the meantime, I can go kill more anomalies for metals. I can't loot this. Technician, go to refinery. And then you can go to workshop.
Lena?
I think I've got something that can help you with your altars.
Really? What is it?
I got my hands on some tech we've been using for one of our contracts. It seems it can be modified to your needs. It's a neural implant.
What? Oh, no, Lena, I'm not a neurosurgeon, and I only have the basic equipment here.
Oh, relax, okay? It's a tiny, smart device. Inserting it is no harder than vaccinating a kid. I'll send you all the necessary instructions.
Easy peasy, huh?
I missed your sarcasm. But no, it wasn't easy to crack this one. It took all night, actually. And we did our best to make it as simple as possible for you.
No, wait. We? Who's we?
I consulted a colleague. He was in charge of deploying this implant for its original use. Nobody knows this tech better than him.
What was the original use?
The client was a big company operating in the private prison sector. They tested it on convicts applying for parole. The implant didn't just track their whereabouts, it also allowed them to control them in other ways, regulate their levels of anxiety and such. Anyway, we think we can reprogram it to provide other brain treatments. We've worked out an initial formula based on your scan results. The implant will let us apply the formula, but also allow us to react in case anything goes wrong in the future.
Oh, hang on a second. Are you saying you want me to implant tracking devices into my alters' heads? But that means the corporation is gonna find out about them and get full access to their brains. Do you realize how vulnerable it would make them?
Look, I'm starting to think this is becoming a little bit too much about your alters. You asked for a way to cure them. I did what I could. Yes, it means coming clean to the corporation, and yes, it also means giving them control. But that might actually be a good thing for you. You were never meant to command that mission. Please remember that. Don't put too much weight on your shoulders.
Yeah, easy for you to say. You're not the one who's gonna have to convince my alters to agree to it. It will be hard enough to convince me. I mean, imagine being left to the mercy of a soulless institution for whom you're just a massive inconvenience. A liability.
And you thought what? That you could grant them a long, happy life when you created them? They'd have to be brought to light sooner or later. You can't protect your alters from who they are. I'm sorry, but if you want to cure them, you'll have to expose them.
Maybe.
Just, please, whatever you do, don't trust Maxwell. I asked around some more and the rumors are alarming. So I need to do some fact-checking before I share them with you. Why don't you follow the instructions I'll send you? Buy yourself time and let me get back to you, okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Lena.
Good luck.
Okay. Right. Have you heard? We have another way to cure you. Right. Well done. Brain implants. Talk about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
What's troubling you?
Well, I've been analyzing the situation thoroughly, and in light of the fact that we may all die of this abnormality in our brains, the thought of not making it back to Earth has been haunting me. To the point of obsession, I admit. You'll make it. We'll all make it, don't worry, okay? Oh, please. I'm not worried for myself. There's a lot more at stake here than just our fleeting lives. Can't you see? The world will miss so much if I go too soon. Oh, what do you mean? My work. Everything I did in my parallel life wasn't meaningless. On the contrary, no, it had the potential to push space exploration to a whole new level. Really? How? You see, I developed a method of nanoparticle dispersion that proved to be stable in even the most extreme conditions.
Oh, shit?
Exactly. And now it breaks my heart to think that all that groundbreaking research, all that knowledge could just disappear with me, never to see the light of day.
Yeah, man, you're right. We can't let the method of nanoparticle, we can't let it disappear.
So let's do something about it.
Yeah, right. But what can we do about it?
I want to recreate my research, here and now. Revisit my logic, backtrack my calculations, rewire the connections in my brain, and write it all down again. For posterity.
And you need me to...
Grant me the time to focus on this project and nothing else. Of course, I'd still be there to attend mission-critical tasks if the need arises, but I would appreciate if I could limit my availability as much as possible until I get this weight off my chest completely.
So, you're telling me no other scientist is smart enough to come up with what you did? Are you really such a genius?
Genius? You mean a nerdy guy you see in movies who wakes up in the middle of the night with a ready-made solution in his head? No, Jan. I'm a normal human being just like you. Difference is, I've burned the midnight oil more than once to find the answers I was looking for. It's no magic. But yes, I do think there's a risk no one else will ever come up with my method. And the reason I fear that is because, well, you could say, discovered it by accident.
What? No shit.
Yeah, but that doesn't diminish the importance of my results, does it? They say luck favors the prepared, but this time I'm gonna need more. Will you favor me as well?
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It's amazing that by trying to save your own life and altering yourself, you involuntarily unleash such a big potential for change and progress. I can start working on my old research whenever you're ready.
Okay, do your private research. 24 hours. Sure. Then... you can do this one. Three implants for now. Technician will do it. Kitchen. Doctor. Metals, minerals. I think I'm gonna get some rubidium. Let's talk to everyone.
I found an alternative solution to your problem.
I know. The news stirred up some emotions. What are you gonna decide?
I'm thinking of using the implants. Anything is better than what Maxwell suggested.
No denying that, brother.
Looks like I found an alternative treatment for you. Yeah, brain implants. This is going from bad to worse. You know what? I just want to live, okay?
So doctor prefers implants. Guard doesn't care. What about shrink?
Have you heard? We have another way to cure you. More like another way to get people pissed off around here. Nobody likes getting their mind violated by an all-powerful corporation. Looks like talking to Lena helped find an alternative solution after all. Yeah. I mean, the idea of that implant doesn't sound so great, but I guess Lena knows what she's doing, right?
And there's no time to watch a movie, so let's sleep. I'm gonna get some rubidium. I do have lots of normal veins. I'll get them. Man, it's incredible how much food affects them. I'm so happy we had that feast. It was something else. Look how much they are motivated. That's crazy. Alters are arguing in the research lab. Technician and scientist. Let's see it quickly.
You treat people like goddamn tools. Well, I'm not a tool, so you better show some respect. Really?
Oh, he wants access for scan results. Sure. Well, scientist is not happy now. But he'll be fine. He's gonna eat well next day and he'll be happy again. So it's all good.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Yes, please. Awesome. That's all implants. He already made a tower, so I can go place it. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, this looks like a good spot for the tower. And the other one... Yeah, I need to build it on the other side.
Let's make tabula. And I'm gonna go get some organics to pass time. Or get those minerals. Well, that was fast. Back to organics. Alters arguing in the kitchen.
Now, this ain't productive at all. Let's meet again and discuss the good and bad sides of both solutions. So it's all down to who's better at out-talking the other side, huh?
Are you sure about that experimental therapy?
Botanist wants to talk, but he's at the outpost. So we're gonna watch a movie. People who always finish your sentences.
Hey man, I was thinking, have you ever noticed how often we
Finish each other's sentences?
Yeah, we have lived together for way too long. Right. I feel like we've probably had
Every conversation two people can have. Right. So we
always know what the other one is.
thinking.
Right.
Right.
But like, specifically, why?
Do we do that? I don't know. Like, where do you think
That compulsion comes from? Not sure, because it's certainly not like a
endearing quality?
Oh.
No. Mostly, I feel like we want to just show
that we're like engaged listeners, right? And we're
empathetic.
yes,
And also
maybe
a little bit
impatient, right? We're kind of like
insufferable.
Pass me another beer,
know-it-alls.
please.
Can't handle
the idea
Yeah.
of like an unresolved,
melody. Right. And in a way, it does sort of make us
really annoying,
Right.
But like, we could totally
Stop if we want to. Obviously, we just have to face
our fears and just never
finish
this
current.
ongoing.
Oh man, this is hilarious.
Sentence. Right. Can we actually
Stop? I don't know. Sure doesn't
seem like it? But like, I have
total autonomy
over my own
thoughts, right? And I certainly
can't be read.
like a book
It's like my mind tells me
to just stay quiet for sure. But like, then somehow the instinct to
finish a sentence.
kicks in as if it's
Totally out of
my control, right? And I'm like stuck in
some kind of sentence
vortex. Hang on, quick. We need to both say the most like random
thing we can think of.
that we would never otherwise
Say.
Right.
My foot has an
area code all its own. That's
in a Peruvian rug shop.
located entirely within the International
ridiculously
Space Play Station, and it's a.
Pluvia stafama stage wells.
Those
were all the things I was going to say.
And the fake word at the end.
What is happening? Oh my god. Wait, maybe the reason we keep
Finishing each other's sentences.
is because they're not.
Each other's sentences.
Maybe we're actually
Only
one person.
Oh, no, we're just really annoying, right? Yeah.
Jan, we need to discuss something.
Still weighing your options, huh? Folks are...
Hey, you wanted to talk? Yeah. So, I heard you're in touch with Lena about our problem.
You did.
I just want to say, asking her for help is the smartest move. You're gonna do as she says, right?
That's the plan.
Good. You should stick to her. You seem to be getting along much better now, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
That's great. To think I was the mastermind behind it. Amazing.
It really is. Thanks.
Do you think this could be a chance for you and her to, get back together?
Only with you as my wingman.
Yeah. Funny. Well, in that case, there's something you need to know. I think it's only fair you should know how much deeper your relationship could have been.
What do you mean?
You see, she was the one who was supposed to go on this mission. She was the head of the hydroponic farms project. I was just helping her out in the lab. She was so excited about taking her solutions to a base like this. She wanted to go so badly. But she failed her medical tests.
And you could replace her just like that? Without any preparations?
It was madness, but yeah. Somehow I managed to get a crash course in everything in the last moment. It was only possible because I've been close to Lena all the time she'd been preparing. Because she insisted I take her place.
Wait a second. Couldn't she just take care of whatever the problem was and enroll for the next mission? Unless you're telling me this was something that wouldn't go away.
Well, it was. But also, it was something neither of us wanted to go away. She was pregnant.
Oh.
I only learned about it the night before takeoff. She didn't want to raise my hopes because it was still such an early stage. We'd been trying before, but every time it ended all too soon. The disappointment was unbearable. And yeah, I can't say it didn't put our marriage to the test. But this time, we were really hoping for a breakthrough. Thing is, I'll never get to know if we were right.
Wow. So you were gonna be a dad. That's amazing.
It is, isn't it? If only for a moment. But that was a moment of happiness in that short time between the launch and going into cryosleep. And then waking up here. Only to learn that it's not true. Funny. I never thought being a father would become so important to me. What about you? Did you ever think about it?
I can't say it never crossed my mind, but... time was never right. First, we were saving money for the house. Then I lost my job. And then it was just struggling to find any stability.
Stability, yeah. We found it after moving abroad. Turned out that company wanted her so much, they even agreed to hire me to help her out in the lab. Working together really brought us close. You should have seen her beaming that night she told me. This could be it, Jan, she said. I'll never forget the look on her face. I was supposed to get a good night's sleep before the launch, but we just talked the hours away, laughing and remembering old times. Until at 3 a.m, we ended up singing Big Green Tractor.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's right. The unforgettable hit of our mountain road trip.
That trip. Man, That must have been in another life. We were crazy, young, and in love.
And broke. Remember that rundown car we borrowed from Lena's uncle?
Yeah. All it had for a radio was an old CD player and one CD.
And the opening track, Big Green Tractor. It made us laugh so much we played it on repeat.
Yeah. Those were the times.
That trip was where Lena bought us that cheesy shepherd's axe. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
You know I even packed it on this mission? To remind me of her? Hey, you didn't by any chance have the same idea?
No. Sorry, I didn't.
Oh yeah, stupid me. I got so immersed in memories I almost forgot you two split up. I guess I'm just trying to hold on to anything real and tangible. I packed so many things that reminded me of her, I'm left with nothing. But, of course, there's no way that axe could materialize from another life where it wasn't, well, valued so much. Anyway, thanks for talking. I'm glad I got it off my chest.
Be honest. That whole psychotherapy thing is a scam, right?
It sure doesn't work if you don't let it.
That's good old-fashioned victim blaming.
Look, man, you've already made up your mind. I won't fight it.
Hey, scientist is happy again. Good to see it. Kitchen, doctor. Do it, please. Everyone else seems fine. Technician, what's wrong with you? Things got really scary. We're all sick. You'll be fine. New altar is ready. Let's see it.
Hey, can I ask you a favor? Isn't that what you do all the time? Yeah. Well, this is not mission related, not directly anyway. That's not helping your cause. Right. Do you remember that road trip to the mountains we took with Lena just after we met? Of course I do. We took a lot of unnecessary risks getting into that old pickup without giving it a proper checkup first. What were we thinking? What can I say? Youth. Nice excuse. Makes me wonder what a miracle it is for so many people to survive that stage in life. Yeah. Anyway, remember the shepherd's axe Lena bought us there? A silly souvenir just for laughs? Please, don't remind me. I need to recreate it. Really? Why? Look, I feel bad about that. But I know I can rely on you even when you're pissed off at me. That's what makes you special. All right? Go on. Let me put it straight. I need help. And of all the altars, you're the only one who can give me the right answers. That's not an unusual situation. So you have questions about the axe?
You see, I forgot what it looked like exactly.
Wooden handle, steel head, folk ornaments. About those ornaments, it had these red woolly pom-poms attached to it. Do you remember how many? 3. That I'm sure of. But I don't think they were red, Jan. More like magenta, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. But are you sure the head was steel, not iron? It was a cheap toy, so guess you could be right. But it looked quite hard. I'd know for sure if I could see it. That's the whole point. We don't have it. Right. Yeah, about that handle. I think it had some kind of a floral pattern carved on it. Floral? Are you sure? I thought it was more like a zigzag. Oh. Damn, this is not helping. And I thought you'd be the perfect guy to recall technical details. Well, maybe we don't quite agree on the definition of technical details. Now, if you'd asked me about the pressure in our tires before we headed out, or the details of the dissertation I was in a hurry to submit before we left, you'd have gotten them immediately. But a toy axe? I didn't exactly analyze it, if that's what you expected. All I remember is I looked like a fool holding it in that photo Lena took. Shit, you're right. There was a photo. It's a shame I got rid of it. It was a good decision, if you ask me. Well, that settles it then. If I can't help you, no one can. Just let it go and get your mind back to important things. Lena could still have that photo. Lena? Jan, is that what it's really about? We're in a shithole here, and all of a sudden you feel like flirting? Relax. I assure you all I want to do is recreate that axe. Don't worry, I'll take care of more urgent matters first. Well, in that case, do whatever you want. Just don't waste my time. So, yes, here it is. We still need to wait a little for the brain cells to mature fully. How long? 3 days, according to the instructions we got. Once they're ready, you can call a meeting and communicate your decision to everybody. Do you scan the brain for the mutation? Yes, it's all clear. And the cortex shows no signs of activity, which is good. What happens then? We extract the brain tissue, process it according to Maxwell's formula, and start administering the treatment. Of course, we will have to dispose of the body. Whoa! What the fuck? Oh, looks like I didn't use enough sedative. Let me just, there. Damn it. I hope it didn't activate the cortex. What if it did? What do we do now? Just take a deep breath, okay? I've used enough sedative to put a horse to sleep. So even if his cortex did light up for a moment, it's inactive now. And I'll make sure it stays that way. Look, we can't get thrown off balance. Not now, when we're so close. Okay. You're right. You can't tell anyone about this incident, okay? They need to take the cure. I know some of them were against it. This would make them freak out even more. What incident? I didn't see anything. Did you? Okay. Good. Let's just give those brain cells the time they need to mature, and in 3 days, we'll proceed with the treatment. Simple as that. Sure. Fine. Would you like me to address that?
Yes, please.
Jan? Hello?
Lena, hey. I just wanted to call to say thank you again and ask you about something personal.
Okay, what is it?
Remember that road trip we took to the mountains? Just after we hooked up?
Mm-hmm.
We borrowed a car from your uncle and...
I remember. What about it?
You don't happen to have any photos from it?
Photos? I might. I'd have to check. Are you interested in anything specific?
Yeah. The photo of me with the shepherd's axe you bought me.
Oh, that axe. What is this about?
I just thought I'd recreate it, you know? It would make a nice gift for one of my altars. He's struggling with his emotions.
Seriously? Is that the one you told me about, the one that didn't divorce me? Are you sure you know what you're doing out there?
Yeah. And I'm learning a lot about myself in the process.
Well, in that case, I guess I can go through my old stuff, see if I can find something in there.
Sure, just let me know if you find anything, okay?
All right, I will.
Thank you, Lena.
Talk soon.
And I will go maybe place another mineral outpost. Gonna get some Rapidium to pass time. Almost complete.
Place is damaged. Want me to go there now?
Yes, please. Maintenance. Technician. Doctor, you can go to workshop. Actually, no. Shrink can go to workshop.
My workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
Guard can do it. Altars have gathered in the research lab.
And that's how we know the scale of the mutation.
That's it? A few brain pictures with randomly colored areas? This is a joke.
Thanks for appreciating my hard work. I loved spending a whole day on this.
That's it then.
Gonna get some organics. And now, let's chill with a movie. Future Ex-Girlfriend.
Hey, are we watching this or what?
Yes, we are. Yes, I just want to make a few more quick tweaks to the device. I think I'm close.
I'm sure.
I am.
Okay, I'm not starting a 2-hour movie at midnight.
All right, well then just give me a minute to power it down.
1 minute, and then I'm coming up there and dragging you out.
Okay.
Got any more of those chips?
Phil, there's no time to explain.
Oh, you said I have 1 minute.
Phil, I need you to listen to me carefully.
What is this?
6 years ago, aliens arrived on Earth. They consumed all of our natural resources and enslaved humanity.
What was that? What did I just see? What was that? Is that real?
It doesn't have to be. I've traced the sequence of events this exact moment in time to your device. We use the alien tech to come back to make sure you activate it tonight, but you need to listen to me. You need to do exactly what I say when I say it, so we get this done before my past self comes up those stairs in 60 seconds.
The fate of humanity depends on you.
You made it.
Glad to be here. Got it. And who are you?
This is my partner, Gunnar.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Okay, so, Phil, your leftmost node on your module, you need to articulate it slightly. Do you see what I'm
Sorry, you two are work friends, or?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yes.
well, not exactly,
Well,
but,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So, sorry, just to, when you say partner, you mean partner, or partner?
Honestly, Phil, it's dangerous for me to tell you too much about the future.
Jenna, what the hell?
Okay, yes, me and Gunnar will be seeing each other, yes.
Oh my god.
Phil, please, I really need you to focus. Okay, so we don't have that much time.
Oh my god. I'm dead.
This is so
I die.
Stirring.
And then you have to move on. You're being really brave right now. All right, well, take good care of her, man. She's a very special lady. She means everything to me. So,
Man,
how do I die?
what
Is
a
it because of my
downer.
device, or is it because
I know,
the
right?
aliens get me? Or it's heroic, right?
You don't die. You're not dead. You're like a teacher or something. I don't know. We haven't really talked in a while.
Jesus, okay.
Hey, you guys. Okay, quick, hurry. Okay, that node, you're gonna move
1
it-
sec, love you. So we break up?
Please, Phil, hurry. The fate of humanity.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save the world. I'm processing a lot right now, and I would like us to discuss this.
Okay, well, we have.
You have, I will have, but I have not. Is it a mutual thing, or
It got to a mutual place.
why do you, why?
Well, I don't know. We weren't communicating that well anymore, and sometimes you can be a little petty.
I'm petty.
You know, honestly, things got a little crazy when the hive ship destroyed San Francisco.
I'm not petty.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people grow apart at a certain point, and I think they just kind of need to separate to kind of find that freedom by themselves, you know?
Thank you, Gunnar. Thank you.
Okay, yeah,
Thanks.
but yeah.
You know what? I feel like I would feel much more comfortable working if Gunnar weren't here.
It doesn't have to be weird between the two of you.
I told you I shouldn't have come.
No, babe, it's not you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need you here.
I need you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phil, listen. This is the pettiness I'm talking about. You have a chance to save humanity and most of Europe, but instead...
Oh, cool. So now you care about my work. Got it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just interesting that now that it's going to save the world, you care about my work. But a couple days ago in my timeline, you didn't seem like you fully supported it. You were talking a lot about, like, is this worth the effort? Do people really need a distress beacon / electronic toothbrush? Which I think they do, inarguably, in case they get lost in the woods and they need a way to get home and all they have with them is a toothbrush.
I mean, I'd use it.
Right? You were just being very negative about, like, am I even ever going to finish it? Which I will, so...
Well, I mean, I was right.
I'm going to finish it.
I'm from the future, and you don't.
I'm going to finish it right now.
Because I'm back here making you!
Maybe we just take a breather for a second.
Okay, Gunnar, can you please stay out of it for a second? You realize if we change the future, you two might never even meet, so...
Well, funny enough, we actually looked into it, and most timelines, we end up together.
Okay, Gunnar. Yeah, what if I do this?
No, wait!
Oh! What? Okay, what if I...
to move.
Okay, out of my way.
I don't get the rules of this.
I'll do it myself.
No, Journal. I need a bike.
So Jenna said you're from Michigan, right?
Originally.
Yeah, I got family in Grand Rapids, so that's crazy, right?
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah.
It's done. It's transmitting with enough time to reach the fly-by-by system. We're finally gonna get the help we need to beat those gray bastards.
Yes!
Hey, get your butt down here!
Time's up. We gotta move. Here, take this in case we need to contact you again. Seriously, brother. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you, man.
Take care.
And you know, Phil, I know whatever's gonna happen between us is gonna happen, but you're a great guy, and I'll always care about you. And that thing over there, I tweaked like the smallest thing, so really, you saved the world. And I would honestly like to catch up sometime. I miss you. You alright?
Yeah.
One more thing, yeah. Bill?
What is that?
Yeah, just over
Oh,
here.
it's,
Sorry.
um-
I'm sure this goes without saying, but if you could just not tell anybody about this.
Who is that?
Oh. Hi, I'm Gunnar.
Jenna.
Damn it.
Seriously?
Wow, you have really welcoming eyes.
Oh.
Is that? Do you get that?
I mean,
I don't know. This is so weird, but I like already feel so comfortable talking
This
to you.
is so weird. This is so weird.
Right.
This is so weird.
Are you guys friends?
No.
I can see those towers started to...
This will end in 17 hours. Let's see research. Okay, everybody's doing their own thing. I have nothing to do, so I'll just go sleep.